So in this video, we are going to see how to create our first program. So we first of all will fire up BM. Okay, welcome. Press any key to continue. Now this is our start menu. I will walk you through the various options one by one. The first option or the first line that you encounter after the start menu is let's program in C. Press S to switch language. C, C++, Python, JavaScript. Let's press S and see what happens. Okay. You saw that? It becomes C++. Press it one more time, it becomes Python. One more time JavaScript. Press it again, it becomes C. So our first program is going to be in the C language. Coming to the next line, press N if you want to create a new program in C. So let's go ahead and create a new program. We'll press N. Okay, now we have to enter the name of our new program. I'll call it my program, my prog. Okay, now here no extensions are required, mind you. You do not need to put something like .c or .python on your own. The IDE does it for you. Let's go ahead. Okay, so here we are. This is our VM and this is our code window. Here we can already see that the extension has been placed for us, myprogram.c. Now our code part. I've already copied some code, so I'll paste it here. You can see it's a very simple hello world program written in C language. Alright, now the next step will be to save it by clicking on the save icon, and the next step will be to close this window because our coding part is done. So we'll close it and automatically this screen shows up. Now your program is loaded into the system, and here you'll see that the first option is R. If you press R, your code will run, compile or run. Like in interpreted languages like Python and JavaScript, it's direct run, and in compiled languages, the two given here, that is C and C++, the code will first be compiled and then run. Okay, so let's see. We press R. Wow, that was fast. For a split second, you must have seen there was a message showing that your code is being compiled, or compiling was written there. Alright, now your code has been compiled, and this green screen means that your code has been compiled successfully and there were no errors in it. If it had errors, it would have been red. Now this screen is particularly for giving arguments, command line arguments to your program. By experience, you'll get to know what this is used for. In the meantime, all you have to do in the screen to run your program is press enter. There you are. This is the first successful run of our program. It states hello world as we wanted it to print, and we have other message, run is successful. Press any key to continue. Okay, now our work is done. We have successfully compiled and run our first C program. Now we are in the post session menu where there are many options. The first one is E, that is re-edit. If we want to make some changes to the program that we have just made, we want to add some more code or change the logic, anything, we can simply press E and the code editor will open. The second option is R. That is to rerun the current program. If we want to see the output again without changing the code, we just want to run the previous program again, we just simply press R. Okay. D is for deleting the current program that we have just now created, and for again creating another program, another new program. X is for editing another program. Like if you have previously created some program, you have a list of say 20 programs and you want to edit one of them, you will press X and a list will be shown to you and you select one of them. Okay. S is for going back to the start menu. O is to open the workspace folder. If you simply press O, you will be shown the folder where all your programs are being stored. Q is for quit. Okay, so let's see Let's check out the first option. Suppose we want to make some changes to our code. Let's press E. Okay, you saw how that worked? We now again have the code window. Let's make some error on purpose to see what happens if our code doesn't compile successfully. Let's just remove the semicolon here. Save and cut. Now the program is loaded. We'll press R. There you go. Your code has the following errors. And if you see carefully, you will see that on line number 7, character number 24, there is the error. That is, this semicolon is expected before curly braces token. Print hello world on this line. And here you have missed the semicolon. So the compiler helps you this much. You should read these errors carefully to pinpoint your where the error is in your code, especially the line number and the character number. Okay, so compile is unsuccessful. We want to correct that. What do? We continue, and now again the option E. Okay, now we want to correct this. We press semicolon, we save it, and then close it, and then run it, and boom, we are done. Good. Now we go back to start menu and explore other options. Now there is X. We have some previously made programs and we want to go back to them. We press X to get a list of those. Now if we are currently in the C programming mode, we will be shown only the list of those programs that are in C. In my folder there are two of these, like my program that I have just created, and there is a previously given hello program. So if I can select any one of those, I can just double click and the program gets loaded. Okay, that's how it opens. I close it, I can run it, and even from this screen I can press E to edit that. Okay, or suppose if I do not want to edit it any further, or I do not want to compile it, I can just simply go to the post session menu using P, or to the start menu using S. So right now I do not want to compile it because we've done it already several times. So I want to go to the start menu. Let's press S. The third option. Now be careful with this one. The third one is run a program. This is not meant to run a program that has not been compiled previously. An executable in case of C or C++, and a script in case of JavaScript and Python if it already exists. If you try to execute a text file, that is your code file, like abc.c or myprogram.cpp or myprogram.c, such files, if you try to run with the R option, you're definitely going to have errors. I'll show you how to use this option. Let's press R and see what we get. Okay, so here you see this is the JavaScript JS file which can be run in the interpreter, in the Node.js interpreter. This is the Python script. It can be run in the Python interpreter. This is the my program executable that we have just obtained by compiling our program. So we can run this, no issues. It will produce the same output. All right. Run the same program again. No, I do not want to run another. No. Okay. That's what happens. But you cannot run a program that's in the text form, that has not yet been compiled. If you want to run a program, that should be compiled. Okay. Now the fourth is a very interesting option, and this gives you the organizational advantage. Okay, what is it? Now all your programs, whatever you create, whatever you run, goes into a particular folder, and by default this folder is set to the your programs folder of on your desktop, which is right here. If you'll see somewhere on the desktop, you'll find it. Suppose if you are attending different classes, like your tuition classes on programming, your college classes, school classes on programming, or any other type of different courses you are doing. So you may need to classify your programs, and that is where this workspace folder comes in. All you have to do is create different folders for classifying your various programs, like the lab programs, class programs, tuition programs. Okay, if you just want to change the current workspace, press L, just go browse, select some random folder. Remember, my last working folder was on the desktop, your programs, but here I have another program, another folder on the drive D, my programs. I can select this by double click. Okay, sorry, not by double click. Select folder, and okay, your new workspace, D my programs. Press any key to continue. Enter. So my new workspace is D my programs. So whatever new programs I'll create now will go into that. Okay. And then there is the O option, which states open workspace folder. Now if suddenly I somehow want to just go and explore all the programs that I have in my folder, I'll just press O. It'll show all the programs and executables that will be there in my folder. Okay, that's pretty simple. There's the timer in case you're doing competitive programming and stuff and you want to do certain programs in a given time limit. You may just start the timer by pressing space. Okay, and you can just stop it by pressing space, and there are various options. Right click on it, you can stop all features of a stopwatch. Okay, now then there is the Python shell, there is the Node.js interpreter. We press P, we get the Python shell. We can do some simple things here like 2 plus 2 is 4. You have seen that. Python is a good desk calculator as well. That. Then there is the Node.js shell. So that's pretty much it. That's all with our creating and executing our first program and some other tips. Thank you.